everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Tuesday, and that means it's Star Wars Day. And this week's episode of the Clone Wars was Assassin. After Ahsoka has a vision of an assassination on Senator Amidala, she accompanies her to a conference on Alderaan. As the visions become clear, Ahsoka becomes fairly certain that Padme is in grave danger and must leave the conference. However, Padme, being about as stubborn as Anakin, wants to stay, as this conference is extremely important in her hopes of ending the Clone Wars and creating peace between the Republic and the Separatists. Okay, things I liked about this episode. First off, Ahsoka's in this episode. And not only is she one of my top favorite characters, I mean, she makes the list in almost every top favorite Star Wars list that she qualifies for. So there's not only the fact that she's in this episode, but also this episode seems to focus primarily on her. There is some focus on Padme, but a lot of it is on Ahsoka. And I do like that because A, she's one of my favorite characters. B, a lot of this series, for the younger audience, is played out through Ahsoka, as she is the youngest member of the cast, being a teenager while everyone else among the cast are adults. The clones, we get into a gray area, but she is not technically, but for all intensive purposes, she is the youngest member of the group. Technically, she is not the youngest member of the group, as she is the same age, if not older, than some of the clones. But you know what I mean. Second, we get to go to Alderaan, and if I misspelled Alderaan, I apologize. And this was exciting for me because while Alderaan is mentioned quite a bit within the Star Wars franchise, unless you've read any of the books, we don't really go to Alderaan, except like at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and that's about it. These are about the only two times that we've actually been to Alderaan. Like I said, with the exception of some of the books. I know in the first book in the Han Solo trilogy, Paradise Snare, we go to Alderaan as well. But in what would be considered canon, and by that I mean the movies and the TV shows and anything that primarily comes from Lucasfilm, I think some of the comics are canon as well, and if I'm wrong on that, I apologize. Canon-wise, we've never been to Alderaan outside of the end of Revenge of the Sith, so I did like that we went there in this episode. Also, this episode takes place after the Season 2 finale of Lethal Trackdown. I think it takes place pretty close to the end of that. As I stated before, at least the first half of Season 3, they're tying up a lot of loose ends, giving us a look at some of the stuff that happened beforehand and some of the stuff that happened afterwards. So this is something that does happen afterwards in with Season 2. So I think you can kind of figure out who the assassin might be. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. There really wasn't a lot I didn't like about this episode. I thought it was well written. I liked who the assassin turned out to be. I'm not going to say in case you haven't seen it, as I don't want to give away any spoilers. And Another thing I really liked about it is that it's kind of a little bonding experience for Ahsoka and Padme. We don't really see the two women in Anakin's life, and I feel very confident saying that these are both the two women in Anakin's life, as one is his secret wife and the other one is his Padawan, protege, whatever the heck you want to call her. And we don't see these two having a lot of bonding experiences. They know about each other. They respect each other. We see that when they're interacting with each other. But we don't have a lot of episodes where it's just them. I mean, we've got this one, and I think we've got another one coming up in season 3. Those are the two that really stick out in my mind that I know. There might be more after that. I'm not 100% sure. And I will get to the season 3 episode when we get to there. I just don't want to really give away any spoilers. So when they do stuff like that, I really do appreciate that. But again, there's really nothing with this episode I didn't like. Really, aside from the fact that the council seemed to think that this coming very close on the heels of the event of Lethal Trackdown, that Ahsoka might be feeling some guilt over what happened in that episode, and they disregarded the fact that this might actually be a vision. But other than that, there really wasn't anything I didn't like about this episode. Okay, question of the week. Do you think that Ahsoka had a vision of Padme because they're both connected to Anakin? Please leave your answers in the comment section. Also, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. And please like and share this video if you're watching it on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you're watching it on YouTube. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 4 sites, right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my related Star Wars videos. My other Star Wars TV talk videos. my other TV Talk videos. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, one thing I'd like to touch on, and that is that my TV Talk videos on Star Wars, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Dragons will be posted both on Facebook and YouTube. This is due to the fact that I've been getting a lot of requests for Dragons and Star Wars, my Dragons and Star Wars TV Talk videos to come back, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just happens to be another of my favorite TV shows. So I'm posting those, and I'm going to see what happens. If I have absolutely no problems with that, I'll see about posting maybe one or two more on a regular basis to YouTube. Not 100% sure, but like I said, we're going to see how that works out. All my other TV Talk videos will be on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section, so you can check those out. And you can also check out all my backlogged Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos up until when I first started posting them on Facebook. And also the backlogged Star Wars videos between TV Talk videos on Star Wars and Dragons from when I stopped posting them on YouTube to when I started back up again. As always, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.